Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I've got some intriguing rumors swirling around, and I mean really intriguing. It's about Trent McDuffie, the CB of the Kansas City Chiefs, and there's talk that he might be headed to Buffalo. Yeah, I know. Sounds crazy, right? But stay with me because this isn't just some random speculation. There's some solid buzz that this trade could actually happen. And if it does, it could shake up the entire AFC East, and not just for this season, but for years to come. So what's the scoop? Well, sources close to the league are whispering that the Chiefs, who are sitting pretty at 15-2 with one of the best defenses in the league, allowing just 19 2 points per game, might be willing to part ways with McDuffie. Why? Because they're looking to optimize their roster after the peak of Patrick Mahomes' era. They're sitting on a very manageable cap space of around $2 million as of November 2023, and they need to free up some room, especially considering their cap situation with extensions for key wide receivers and trying to improve their pass rush, which has been somewhat underwhelming with only 15 sacks so far. Now, here's the big part. The Bills, with just about $7 million in cap space, could be the perfect landing spot for McDuffie. And it makes perfect sense because Buffalo has been battling injuries in their secondary. Guys like Dane Jackson and Taron Johnson have had their moments, but injuries keep piling up, especially with groin and calf issues. Adding a guy like McDuffie, who's been an absolute shutdown artist in Kansas City, would be a major upgrade for the Bills' defense. This isn't just about filling a spot, it's about transforming the back end into an almost impenetrable wall. Let's talk about what McDuffie brings to the table. In 2025, he's been playing lights out, 32 solo tackles, 15 assists, and 47 combined stops. He's got a sack and an interception so far, and his coverage grade is an impressive 85.0. His expected points allowed per target sit at -0.35, which is elite, and his PFF grade is a stellar 88.0, putting him among the top 8 cornerbacks in the league this season. What really stands out is that he's been healthy all 9 games he's played this year, no injuries, no setbacks, something the Bills desperately need in their secondary. His career stats are impressive. Over 150 tackles, 5 interceptions, and 2-time Pro Bowler. The kind of player who can truly transform a defense. But the real game changer here is how McDuffie could elevate Buffalo's defense. The Bills finished 13-4 in 2024, but their defense allowed 24.4 points per game and struggled against top-tier receivers. Adding McDuffie would immediately improve their man-to-man coverage, especially against the league's best wideouts. His ability to shut down elite WRs and limit YAC, yards after catch, could be the difference maker in tight playoff games. And if you look at the stats, his presence could reduce aerial yards allowed by around 130 yards per game, add 5 more interceptions to their tally, and boost their 4th down defense by about 10%. That's a significant upgrade, especially considering Buffalo's tendency to give up big plays under pressure. Now let's consider the ripple effect of this move. A trade for McDuffie would send shockwaves through the AFC East. The Bills, already a team with a solid chance to contend, would become even more formidable, especially in the postseason. Their Super Bowl odds would likely see a bump, from around +900 to as low as +600 according to Vegas Insider. That's a huge shift in perception. Plus, with McDuffie's leadership qualities and his consistency, he's been a vocal, dependable presence in Kansas City. Buffalo's secondary stability would skyrocket, giving them a reliable lockdown corner to pair with Taron Johnson and Dane Jackson. It's the kind of move that can push the Bills over the top, especially in a league where defensive back play is often the difference in close games. And don't forget, the Chiefs could be looking to shed some salary and picks, especially after their recent success. They're prioritizing cap relief to strengthen other areas, like their defensive line and wide receiver core, which has been somewhat inconsistent this season. Trading McDuffie for a first-round pick in 2026 could be part of that strategy, looking toward the future while maintaining a competitive roster now. The Chiefs' defense is still one of the best in the league, allowing just 19 2 points per game, but with their cap space and roster needs, Parting with a young, proven shutdown corner like McDuffie makes sense. Now, imagine the impact on the Bills' defense in the playoffs. With McDuffie locking down the opposition's top receivers, Buffalo's overall defensive stats would improve dramatically. They'd be allowing fewer yards, forcing more turnovers, and making it much harder for opponents to sustain drives. His presence could also serve as a stabilizer for the more vulnerable parts of their secondary, especially in high-pressure situations. It's not just about adding talent, it's about adding a leader who's been tested in the biggest moments, which is exactly what Buffalo needs if they want to make a serious Super Bowl run. This potential trade also ties into the bigger picture of Buffalo's season. The Bills' offense has been solid, averaging around 22. 6 points per game, but injuries and inconsistency have hampered their ability to fully unleash their scoring potential. The defense has kept them afloat, but to truly contend, they need a lockdown presence in the secondary that can take away the best threats. McDuffie could be that guy, transforming Buffalo's defense from good to elite, especially in the postseason where every possession counts. His ability to force turnovers and limit big plays aligns perfectly with the Bills' goal of controlling the game's tempo and maintaining possession. Of course, this isn't just about immediate impact. Acquiring McDuffie would also send a message to the rest of the league that Buffalo is all in on building a championship-caliber squad. It shows they're willing to make bold moves, even if it means trading away future assets to accelerate their window of contention. Fans are always hungry for that kind of boldness, and I believe this move would energize the fan base and send a clear signal that the Bills are serious about their Super Bowl aspirations. Looking ahead, the AFC is stacked, no doubt. But with a player like McDuffie, Buffalo could gain a crucial edge. The Chiefs, who will likely want to maximize their return, might be motivated to make this deal happen before the trade deadline or even after, depending on how their season progresses. The timing will be interesting, but if the rumors are true, this could be the kind of move that defines the Bills' season. An injection of elite talent that pushes them over the top and makes them real contenders in 2025. And let's not forget, the narrative around McDuffie's potential move to Buffalo is reminiscent of past blockbuster trades that reshaped teams' fortunes. Think about players like Stephon Gilmore or Tre'Davious White. Adding a shutdown corner can redefine a secondary and take a defense from good to elite. McDuffie's skill set, youth, and proven production make him a perfect fit for the Bills' defensive scheme, which emphasizes man-to-man coverage and aggressive ball hawking. So, in summary, this rumored trade has the potential to be a game-changer. Buffalo's defense would get a serious upgrade, making them even more formidable come playoff time. The AFC East would see a shift in power, with the Bills emerging as even bigger favorites to challenge for the crown. It's a move that could set the stage for a deep playoff run, and who knows, maybe another Super Bowl appearance. The Bills have always been a team that fights hard and plays with passion, and adding a player like McDuffie would exemplify that relentless pursuit of greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe a trade for Trent McDuffie could be the key to unlocking the Bills' full potential? Would you be willing to part with a first-round pick in 2026 for such a talented, proven shutdown corner? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Whether it's rumors, game analysis, or player updates, we're here to keep you in the loop. Stay passionate, stay proud, and let's keep pushing for that Super Bowl. Go Bills!